Seems alright. Okay. There's no loss of pressure in the rear tyre, so we'll crack on. Oh, so there you go. Thank you, buddy. Right, where are we going to go today? I might head up towards Southport and see how far we get from there. I think, if I was honest, we'll just have a little ride out and see what we can come up to. As normal, all I'm going to do is just verbalise what I see and take it from there. Here, have I been seen by any other vehicles turning right from this opposite direction? That was the key. The weather's changed a little bit, as you can probably see. I've got my winter jacket on. I've still gone with my armoured jeans. I do get a fair bit of protection with the Triumph Tiger, but I've got a few little things I'm going to work on today. There's been a number of things that people have said in the comments that we're going to try and implement, and I'm going to discover whether these people are just commenting and or actually whether they know what they're talking about. So we will have a little look at a few things. I will have a little look at tyre pressures another time, but like I said, I checked them. We've got what seems to be the right sort of pressures on the front and the back, so don't know why. Might just be again because I haven't used the bike that much. Okay. Said recently I did a video about not driving in a staggered formation, or making sure that you drive in a staggered formation. I do exactly the same on a motorbike. Not going past this BMW, and I'm taking my time with my braking and making sure I stay in this space and pocket as much as I can. What about now? That's different. Okay, but that does apply in a motorbike as well, where you're always trying to have a pocket of space next to you. One of the things that came from one of the previous videos was keeping an eye on my mirrors. I think you do get a little bit of the mindset when you're on a bike that not many people are going to be catching me up, but if you're staying to the speed limit, that's obviously not the case. This one's close. So notice how I controlled that situation. And what am I going to do now if they're that type of driver? Like I said, all they're interested in is just going away at their pace. So I'm making certain that I always stay in this little pocket to my right hand side, so I've got an escape route. People don't get it. So, very little verbal because the window's open. I antagonise things. We'll just watch. It's this light over here. The one in front of me, my head pointing slightly to the left, that one. That's the one, no one around. What do we do with this one to the right again? Looks as though the filter traffic's got to go first. Look at how many vehicles there are, there's 6. The sensors are going to pick up on that, I'm still going to wait in first. Issue that we've got here is making sure that they're going to clear. So I'm not going to be a dick about it and go on the horn at that guy. Yes, they made a little mistake. They should have held back a little bit more until... What about the van driver? Is he one of these people who's just going to barge in? Yes, he is. So again, I'm just staying in this little pocket. So you can see exactly where I'm coming from with that. Look at his position. Was it because I altered my speed and I was away non-routinely that caused the little issue there? Potentially. People do get impatient and then got to get past, but they don't really think of the bigger picture. Okay, it's not a problem though. So even here, I'm going to try and just sit next to this pocket to my left-hand side. What did I say about the van driver? Utter muppet. But good drivers and riders deal with people like him. That's how it is. So I'm going to go up through Ormskirk. What's going on? It says front tyre pressure. It's gone considerably colder though. Is this van driver going to push in with the horse box as well? Absolutely is, isn't he? Kind of clear. Yep. Look at the van driver over there as well. This goes 2 lanes, or sorry, 1 lane into 2, so the left lane should go across. Am I going to filter? Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. This one was quite nice behind. They realised, I thought they were going to close the space for a little second, so I was just ready for them. This lane splits up into 2. We can see the gantries, not the closest ones, the further ones. You could see up here that there were 2 lanes for Ormskirk A59, there were 2 lanes to the M58, so that's why we took up the position where I am. On my screen I'm doing exactly 40 and my speedo on my bike was saying 44 for all the people who keep going on about that. It's honestly it's pretty good for the YouTube algorithm, because you just keep on giving comments, so please just keep on talking about the speed. I'm not doing 44 when my speedo says 44. So look at the 2 vehicles that we've got in front of us. It's the Golf from before and the van from before. So what am I thinking about filtering? They must get in front, people. So I would rather have them out in front of me like this and now, as opposed to dealing with them behind. So that has to be a part of my thinking regarding filtering. It has to be. Okay. Careful of the Audi to the right. Couple more to get past the white one to my left. And then again, I'm just going to go in. So I had to go a little quicker there, just to really manage my space. People again accelerate routinely. The white one was just going away in their fashion because nothing was in front of them, so they accelerate more. They don't think of people around. I am going to go out to lane 2 here. I'm not going to get caught out by the coach. I'm trying to relax my grip a little bit today, and a few people said about gripping the bike a little bit with your knees, so I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. I'm not going to follow the sign for Southport. We are going to go up into Ormskirk and head to Southport that way, but for now, where am I going to be with the Audi to my left? Just in this little pocket, a little close to the Golf in front, but I can manage that. We're okay. So, time to head back. Lane discipline is just as important on a motorbike. Not everyone is just going to be bombing on and breaking speed limits. Where am I going to be with the red one? Just going to slightly back off. And now where am I going to be with the coach? The speed limit has changed. You can get a little bit more done. It's amazing how people do just overtake when you are doing the speed limit. The coach driver may very well have spotted the tractor, so no issues with that from me. They're from Rufford, which is only a little touch further up, so no problems. Going ahead at the roundabout. I think the Jag's going to want to come out as well. They might even accommodate if they want. There you go. No issues. I am just going to tuck it back in the left. I just want to make sure that that I don't have any issues with this tyre. There's a little stop in place a little bit. Well, I probably could have got in there. Thought it was a little bit further up, but there are another couple of places a little touch further that we can just stop in and check it out. I haven't got a tyre inflator on my bike. I always carry one around in the car, but I haven't got one on the bike, so we'll just see what's going on. I was just aware of the Fiesta in my right side. I was keeping space with the Jag and the coach up ahead, and they were starting to catch, but the road narrowed, so I was just a little positive there. I didn't break any speed limits, but I may very well. Any issues to the right? Have we been seeing? We're behind pillars there, so just positioned a little bit to the left. So yeah, I compromised maybe a touch of space to the Jag in front to then just allow me just to deal with the vehicles around. So don't be so rigid with your 2 seconds. It is important that you get the correct separation distance, but there are occasions where you need to slightly compromise things, but never to a point where you're putting yourself at risk. So let's just head off here, taking it easy because of the tyre pressure potential issue, and that will do us. Let's have a little look at this. It was 28 before. Okay, let's have a little look. So, settings. Let's turn the indicator off first. Up to that. TPMS, it was 28 on the top, it's 29 now and 37 on the back, so maybe just it's a little low. I do think it's just the cold pressures that have really triggered it. So I'm happy to continue. It's definitely not losing pressure, it's actually increased a little, so we're all good. Okay. Right, if I remember rightly, I had a pupil who lived down a little road down here, and I think I'm going to go for it. This is a road I haven't been down in years. This one here, Fir Tree Lane, so I'm going to have a little go. I want to arrive at a gap, 3 further cars coming, so I'm taking my time. I think I'm going to be careful there, just make sure that their space was growing enough. Remember, the flash is not the thing that says we can go, it's what they're doing. So let's have a little look at this road. Visor down, make sure I don't get steamed up though. Car coming, so I'm positioning to the left. There's a 40 limit, so we're limited with what we can do. If I remember rightly, this road was quite a windy, bumpy one. So we will try and grip with my knees a little more and relax my hands a little. So I'm trying to implement the advice that people have kindly put in the comments. It is much appreciated. Much all good. So I'm just going to slightly go to position 2. That's something that I learned from a positioning video, that if vehicles are to that opposite side, don't be out in 3. So 1 here is good. It opens, so now I'm going to go to 3. A little bit of care around the farm buildings. Going to drop a gear, quick shifter for a little bit more control. Control, what I mean by that is ability to slow it down. The vehicle behind isn't too bad either. No major problems. Just slowing down and gearing down before the corner. That's what I was a little wary of, the mud on the road. Position 1, position 3. Some people were saying about take it to another level and do 5 positions. That's actually pretty good. I might try and start getting into that mindset. Relax your hands, Ash, grip with your knees a little more. So the downhill section, just a little bit of brake, settle it. Oh no, it's a little sharper. I'm going to make sure I don't grab that front brake going into corners. That was nearly a big mistake. It's amazing how instinct makes you do sometimes the wrong things, but I was quick enough to sort it and deal with it. There's a road go here. It's round to the left. That's fine. It has been a right few years since I've been down here. Pedestrian, no one's overtaken me. We're all good. That's fine. So, interesting little junction here. I'm just going to go ahead. What's view like to this left hand side? It's pretty closed, so I'm just going to stop at the line and then go again. What about that compared to keeping things moving in a car? In a car, I would definitely be doing my utmost to keep that moving, but I just think that the lower speed is easy sorted in a car compared to a motorbike. Is it safer to just literally do as I did there and stop? Need some more miles in my riding, don't I? So come back down to a 30 limit. With a left turn at the end that we're doing. The van's arriving to the left. We're arriving at the same point we are really. So I'm just gonna. Oh no, I think I'm all right there. So Saracen's Head pub. I know where we are. Love my horn. Not. So I'm going to accommodate. This one's got nowhere to go. My positioning and speed was an absolute tell. Now where am I going? I'm going out to get a better view. We're good. Interesting little section. Pretty good. Got to start using the quick shifter a little bit more, I think. Very good. So there's danger here. Keeping back so I can be seen. What position for best view for the white one? I think I'm okay. Happy. Yeah, no issues. Glad I've got my winter jacket on. I think I'm just okay with my armoured jeans today, weather-wise. I don't think we've got any rain planned. So I'm okay waterproof-wise, but temperature-wise I'm talking about. What we like fuel-wise, yeah, we've got a ton. Don't ride the bloody thing. That's the only thing I can't see, just sat normally with my Auchi screen. Could do with probably a little different bracket to have it here a little more. Saying that, it is about in the right sort of place so we can just glance at it. So I'm going to follow, this is Q Island in Southport. I'm going to be following for Southport, which by the looks of the first sign, which it is on the first roundabout, straight on, the left signal is required. People don't do that. That Mini knew exactly I was going in here. Round about this time, it's the third exit. It's directly in front, so the numbers of exit does not determine your lane choice on the approach. Totally fine with where we are. Think on what I do with a pocket of space. It's a pocket coming, this one's going. Is it big enough for me after the Audi? Yes, it is. Just watching people around. It's this red one to my right that I've got to be careful of. All good, this one's seen me? Yeah. That's why I came out to that position to the side a little bit earlier. Interesting there, it was quite a quick shift of position from being aware of that one on the right hand side to then dealing with me potentially not being seen from the vehicle exiting on behind the bus stop. Sorted it though, still ready to stop as you final get out. Is this pocket of space something that you do on a motorbike as well? I'm suspecting it's pretty important to most people. What happens when you are breaking the speed limit? I'm not saying you should. I know a lot of bikers, they are going to be bombing down and honestly going a fair bit beyond the speed limit. That then becomes an issue because then you're travelling a lot faster than everyone and your pockets of space disappear quicker. This is where Liz used to work up here. I used to come and drop her in she worked in a care home. Was it here on the left? No, that's a house. It's a little touch further, I think. Was it Whistle Lodge? I think it was. These guys warming the tyres. Well done, buddy. Or was he just dodging grids? Possibly. I think a lot of people are probably using this weekend. What are we? Think of the middle of October. They're probably using this weekend for one of the last rides out, I'm suspecting. A lot of people who I've spoke to in the comments only take their bike out in the decent weather. Probably what I'm very guilty of. We're going to try and change it. I've just got to get more time on this machine. That's why you're careful of small little angry dogs when you're motorcycling. I've said it before, I'm sure I'll say it again. This is it. This is where Liz used to work, and that place, Hampton Court as it is now, used to be a care home. Liz used to work there from quite an early age when I first met her. She was a few years ago now. But Liz has a massive part to play in me doing the stuff that I do. She does check over certain things that I do and I say. And I think you all realise I'm a little bit, I'll talk about it after this roundabout, I'm probably a little of a worry sometimes, a worry to myself. I do have to wind myself back in on occasions. She does go over things, but the main thing is what she does to run the businesses, to then allow me time to go off and do this. So those other people in our lives, don't just take them for granted. It's really important. Although I think she would probably stab me in the face if I just constantly went out on my bike just for fun, so I've got to blag it that it's work. Anyway, she won't watch this anyway, say what I want. Okay, East Bank Street, this vehicle is obviously in the midst of a manoeuvre. Just gone past Southport Test Centre. Going to head up onto Lord Street. Got to be careful of the Golf to my left. And the crossing. Crossing could change through the crossing. Parked car up ahead. I'm talking about the black Focus and the other ones beyond it. So the position I'm in is perfect. Lady to the right is no issue. I am going to turn right up onto Lord Street, but there are two lanes that head round to the right. Crossing could change. This area to the left, this building to the left on a corner, so honestly, it's the only McDonald's I've ever known that's closed down. Used to be a McDonald's there years ago when I was a kid. So, doesn't happen very often, that, does it? So we've still got my check tyre pressure. That's okay. So there are two lanes that head up on round to the right. I could filter. I could go into lane 2. Honestly, the left filter lane is going to start moving first. I know this junction. But how's that going to bear out for me at the moment? Just keep an eye on my mirrors. No one to my side, so it makes things easy. Now, no one next to me, so that makes things super simple. Relax with your hands, Ash. That's part of my problem, you know. Just too tense. People have mentioned about my arms being too straight and locked out. That's not necessarily right, because the angles that are shown by these dash cams make my arms look super straight and locked out. They're actually not. But I do need to relax them more. The tip about gripping with your knees and controlling the bike that way is something that I have done and I do, but I don't think I do it enough. So we will address that. So I'm going to turn left here. I'm going to go and have a little look to see where all the bikers are. Then it's taken a little while to do the turn. That's okay. No one undertaking me. Relax your hands, Ash. Oh, you know what? That's the key to it. That is the key. I've just got to relax my hands and arms and just turn the bike. I'm just way too tense. Grip with my knees, turn with my hands. You're all right, all the people who've said that, so thank you very much. I just need to implement the bloody thing now. Anyway, this is where I remember all the motorcyclists congregating up by this carousel in front. They are over there to the left hand side. I am going to turn right. I've got a beetle there, nice. So I'm going to turn left as well. What's the learner doing? Stopping there? Yeah, good, should do. It's always been the same, it's always been a collection point for bikers. I'm not going to get off and start nosing round. Feel a bit of a Billy No Mates doing on your Todd, don't you? But anyway, I need to just not park my bike up, but I just need to keep on riding the blasted thing. Okay, relax, grip with your knees, look far. Okay, no problems. Lady gonna cross? No, she was looking to. I think I am going to just head into this car park to the left hand side to go and just check me tyre pressures. Waiting, that's okay. Be even more careful of giving way to pedestrians when you're on a motorbike as well, because you've got that risk of people going into the back of you. I think I'm just going to go through the middle here. Nearly pulled my front brake again, you dickhead.